We are delighted that you're shopping along with us, and we're gonna have some fun right here because, come on, Marla, here we go. Thousands of you own this last piece that we showed you. It's sold out. Okay, so.
It is sold out, it's gone?
It's just about, sorry.
That's okay.
But we do have the new version.
Which is so cool.
In the prints, yes, because I can take this like you did earlier.
Exactly, and just put it over the dress.
And now it's a whole new look.
But let me show you what else. So let's say you have the dress, right?
So you ordered this, or the cotton one.
You've got your chiffon, like that. Right? Which is how, yes, we have it out there. Catherine's got it on with white denim, which I love, which is, by the way, by Marla Wynne in the Marla Wynne collection. Now, let's say that you want to get the monument.
Are they, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but are they back in stock, the white denim?
Yes, they are.
On .com?
Yes, they are.
Okay, because a lot of people have been asking about that. I was afraid to say anything.
No, they're back. They're back.
Okay, so that white denim that Catherine's wearing is on hsn.com, and we'll try to find that information for you.
If you want the monument, you get the monument chiffon underneath, or do either of you have, oh yes, okay, so Carol does. So the
do we have the black?
So you got the black,
okay.
And you can wear the little black chiffon under the black, you can wear the black dress under the black, you can wear white under the black, you can wear this over the poncho that's gone, if you happen to have it in black or white, throw this over it. So that's what you've got on. You've got this, the dusty blue from the last delivery, right? And what you've done is you've thrown this over, so it becomes your column, right? So the other piece becomes a column. It's your base piece. Oh, that's a better way of saying it.
You think?
She could do this, you know?
What was the word I didn't hear?
Base piece. It's your base, right? Carol. I love that. And then you've got it on with the little pants that I'm wearing. Now, look at this, how beautiful those two colors go. And what necklace do you have? Oh, you have one of these, like, these are gonna be gone by the end of the day. I love the way the rose looks.
I do too.
And then, you know, you need to come to New York and hang with me because you think of stuff. Look at what she just did. She turned it into a crop top. I did not think of that. But I'll tell you what, let me rewind. The other way I thought of doing this for you is you can tie it on both sides and make it a crop. I totally didn't think of that. But that's the fun of this collection. Look how adorable that is, right?
And Ingrid's wearing that under the solid black dress.
Right?
The knit dress, or the cotton dress that we had earlier.
All the slits in here are cool because you can see the different layers underneath. And apparently you can do things I haven't thought of. And I love that. Ingrid, you have to come to New York. We gotta hang out, okay? Please. No, that's a serious, like, come.
You know what's nice too, because of the length. You can do that. It's 27 inches and you have the slits on the side.
Right?
Yes.
Like, let's see. Okay, so for example, Carol's got it on with my pant, but she's wearing it in sort of, you know, you can wear it down a size, so it's like skinnier. But all the icky bits are covered. But they're not covered in a way that says, hello, I have these icky bits. I'd like you to know because I'm wearing a muumuu. Right? There is a look that, you know, women get where you kind of go, oh, so you've given up.
Got it. Yes.
Right? Yep. This is not the I gave up look. No. This is the I'm so never going to give up. You have no idea. And that's really how I feel about this collection because any age person can wear it. The way Ingrid's done it, honestly, I couldn't wear it that way. I wouldn't feel comfortable because I carry my weight right there. But how adorable
it's
on
precious. Her. Absolutely precious. She could tie it like that in the back.
Isn't that adorable?
Knot too, if she wanted to do that.
So just have fun with these pieces, guys.
So
they are so easy and so much fun.
And approximately 27 inches in length. Again, extra small. You want to order your true size through extra large, 1X through size 3X. All machine wash. I mean, easy care. I mean, that's the whole thing. We're saying layers. And this is one of the most important pieces, that chiffon poncho top.
The chiffon stuff's
in the
critical.
Prints. Oh, I agree. I mean, I think it just makes the whole outfit.
Listen, in the winter, I'm doing chiffon prints to lay under stretch velvets. Right? I love this chiffon thing. I think it's a way of softening silhouettes.
I do too.
And keeping it very feminine. But it also gives me options of having it shorter or longer, or you look like you're about to tell me something.
No. I know, I just, one update is you want the cloud and the dusty rose, because we have, sorry, I just didn't want to interrupt you. Okay. But that's last call on all sizes. Cloud dusty rose, cloud black, cloud monument, all very popular. I have fewer than 300 now remaining in all sizes here.
And I want you to see how every single piece really is different, right? Because this was literally a tablecloth drawing at a lunch in which I had not had wine. So go figure. Because you would have thought this Marla definitely had tipped one back for this. But this is one of my favorite pieces in this group.
Yeah, I have to agree. And when
'cause
you'll reach for
we
over
know,
and over.
I'm not a big dress girl, so my way of getting my dress Jones on this is this piece,
Look,
right? Look
I
at
can
that.
throw that right over.
And look how beautiful it is over the other layer. So you've got 3 layers on now, okay, Lynn? Look at this. I'm gonna, I really want to, I'm gonna take it off.
put it
I'm
on?
not, well, it'll be hard because of your mic, but let me play your.
Okay.
I want you to see how beautiful it is by taking an additional layer. You just simply get,
Sorry.
don't talk, okay? That's easy, that's a solution. But you can get those layers over layer over layer. So when you're traveling, and by the way, I want to show you this. Okay, I am disrespecting my creation. I'm disrespecting it.
Because I know.
Okay, look at how easy and beautiful this is.
Still comes out
and I
perfectly.
will tell you, when they gave me this chiffon standard, I was kind of like, we can't afford silk. I think it's made that beautifully. And again, guys, French seams. So listen, you know how people are, you're either beautiful on the inside or it doesn't matter what's going on the outside, you know? Well, clothes are kind of the same way. And my thing is to always turn my clothes inside out. And I've actually, after I took the tag off of this, I did wear it inside out one day in New York, and people thought it was piping.
Well,
right, but these
I
are
can
French.
understand
But you
that.
see how beautiful these French seams are?
Yeah, we'll get a
Look
close
at
up.
this.
And explain, because that's like, it's a whole other step.
Well, let me show you how it works. So French seams come up really, really close. So when you have a side slit, I have to leave this open a little bit. Do you see how this is fixed with just this little stitching here?
Sure.
Well, I don't like that. I need it to finish off a slit, right? So I have to do that. But then we've taken those and they get rolled in and sewn. And that's a French seam because you don't see that raw edge.
Perfect, perfect. All right. We're gonna have to scoop because these are just about ready to sell out. So I thank you very much. That's the beautiful chiffon poncho to go back to this brand new layer.